Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris in the Nimnik Sports Update. The Jaguars schedule came out yesterday, as did every schedule in the National Football League, and they're not involved in that London game. That'll be the Bears and Bucks. The Bucks are returning to London. Fifth consecutive year that the NFL will play a game in London. That is if the labor thing gets resolved by August 1st. If it doesn't, then they're going to play that game in Soldier Field. Nonetheless, the Jaguars did get two Monday night games. The Jaguars will play Monday night against Baltimore and a Monday night in December as well against the Chargers. So those are two real marquee games against two very good AFC teams. If you look at it, the Jaguars have another nationally televised game coming up in December or November actually, against the Atlanta Falcons, and that's a Thursday night game. So the Jaguars are one of those teams that maybe the league expects to rise up a little bit this year, but I can tell you, look at the schedule, it absolutely falls perfectly for them across the board. One division game in the first half of the year, and that's the opener here against Tennessee, who should stink, by the way, this year. In addition to that, the Jaguars finish at home against Indianapolis, and 5 division games happen in the second half of the season. The bye is right dead smack in the middle of the year. I mean, those are all the things that you look at when you say, hey, a schedule is falling in this team's favor. It should be. And when you look at the home games, I mean, you've got home games like the Chargers. You've got the Ravens on Monday night. You've got the Saints, former Super Bowl champions, and certainly a marquee team these days coming to town. Those are the kinds of games that Wayne Weaver expects to sell out, and that's why he said that it's one of the best schedules that he's seen in a while. 6 of those teams and 7 of the games, twice against Indianapolis, will be against teams that were in the playoffs last year. And the Jaguars, as a better team, should dominate this schedule. If they're an average team, they'll have an average record. And if they're not a very good team, then they'll be one of those 6-10, 5-11 squads. It's pretty simple. This schedule is there for the taking if the Jaguars can handle it and execute it on their own. Hey, the NBA playoffs continue, and boy, it seems like every game is close. Why is that? Because the league is based on 1 star per team. The teams that are teams, like the Lakers, have the opportunity to spread the scoring around. Like the Celtics, a different guy can show up every night. If Dwight Howard doesn't show up for the Magic, if Joe Johnson doesn't show up for the Hawks, they're not winning. And that's pervasive throughout the league. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops as we go through the different rounds. Now we're certainly in the first round, both in the East and the West. You can follow us live streaming here at news4jax.com during the newscast, and we'll be back on the radio sometime soon. I'm Sam Kavaris, and that's the Nimnik Sports Update.